Hi guys, Luke here from Regen Farming again, and I am here with Nikala from NutriSoil at their factory where everything's made. And we were talking just before about how NutriSoil helps with buffering plants and helping with killing the plant, like giving a better kill when you're using a herbicide. And I just thought I'd ask you, why is that?
Yeah, well, there's two things that NutriSoil helps with when you're using it with a herbicide. One is well, three actually. One is that it takes out more easily. The second is when you're using a selective, it helps the plants recover that aren't selected. And the third is it's actually increasing the microbes in the soil because the amino acids are feeding the microbes in the soil, which are their role, they're bioremediation microbes, they're cleaning up chemicals. So really, when you're looking at the non-selective, so your knockdown, it's the fulvic acids in NutriSoil, which open up the stomata on the leaf of the plant, so it's absorbed much more readily, so you can use less. And NutriSoil has a sticker, it has a surfactant in it. And then it's the microbes that are fed from the amino acids. So the amino acids are going into the soil, stimulating the microbes to clean up the chemicals. You don't want that staying in your soil. And then when you think of a selective, what happens when you put out a selective herbicide, there's the plants that aren't selected, they're put under stress and they actually slow down their growth. And what they have to do is unfold their proteins and then refold them into things that help the plant clean up chemicals, so compounds that help the plant deal with stress. So when you're putting out NutriSoil, the amino acids are provided to that plant so it doesn't have to unfold its protein, so it can keep growing and use the amino acids provided to create these chemicals that are actually going to be able to help the plant deal with the stress. You're also feeding your workforce under there, the microbes, which are cleaning up the chemicals as you go. So when you think about a lever or what to pull, like if you're trying to transition into a bit more of a regenerative farming system, the easiest lever is to start taking out the things that are doing harm and doing good. So you could take out fungicides, you could take out pesticides, you could buffer your chemicals, and then slowly start to, over time, reduce your fertilizer.
Yep.
And that's just a really good way to start into regenerative agriculture.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's how I try and get everybody to start. Is just to chip away a little bit at a time. Don't go and jump too much at once. So with the herbicide, how much NutriSoil should we put in with the herbicide to buffer plants and to help with the uptake?
If you've got a good biologically active soil and you're not using really high amounts of herbicide because you've got resistant plants to the herbicide, I would put in 1 litre per hectare. Yeah. If you have resistant plants and using more, I'd be putting in 2 litres. Yeah. So if you think what's in NutriSoil, it's the amino acids, the fulvic acids, the citric acids. They're all in a worm product. And they're the types of things that you use when you're trying to buffer it, humic at fulvic, to use less. And so that's easier for the microbes. So it's just easy using NutriSoil instead of that concoction of everything else.
Yep. No, it's very simple to do. So I really thank you for walking us through that. I hope you all got something out of it. It's really just something that's so simple to do but can make such a big difference, as you said, with that pulling that lever. And it's one of the first levers that we can pull. Very simple, very easy. So I hope you all got something out of that. And if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to call myself or give NutriSoil a call, and we'll talk you through how to use it and why. And I hope it helped. Anyway, have a fantastic day.